Hello, good morning. I am Bryce Goshen Lyon, a 9th grade freshman at D. Toledo High School. My family and I have been involved with Maceva since the formation. For my bar mitzvah preparation, I went to Lithuania to physically clean up cemeteries and labored in Birzai, Papile, Reguva, and Vilnius cemeteries. Who knows what Maceva means?
I do.
It is the Hebrew word for gravestone. But in Lithuania, the Jews spoke Yiddish, not Hebrew. Hebrew was the language for religion. So, the gravestones are in Hebrew, not Yiddish. So why do we spell our organization Maceva? Because that is the Lithuanian pronunciation. In Hebrew, it would be Maceva. In Yiddish, it would be Maceva. Jews lived all over Europe. My Jewish ancestors came from Lithuania and Latvia. Do you know where your ancestors came from? Ask your parents. We all have heritage from somewhere. On this map, who knows where Lithuania is? Right there. This is Lithuania. Jews began living in Lithuania as early as the 8th century. In 1388, they were granted residency in Lithuania. In 1844 and 1915, there was a mass expulsion of Jews from the territory of Lithuania, but on the eve of the Holocaust, there were approximately 240,000 Jews in Lithuania. 96.4% of the Jews of the territory of Lithuania were murdered, the highest murder rate in all of Europe. Today, there are approximately 3,500 Jews left in Lithuania. Almost all signs of Jewish life in Lithuania have been destroyed. And many times, the only remaining signs that Jews lived there are the cemeteries our families left behind. The goals of Maceva are collect, catalog, and publicize information about all pre-World War II Jewish cemeteries in Lithuania. Document through photographs all remaining tombstones in all Jewish cemeteries throughout Lithuania. Translate all legible inscriptions from the gravestones and post this information on our website so that everybody can get a list of cemeteries or a burial list. Whenever possible, restore, reconstruct, or at least clean cemeteries with the assistance of and cooperation with local municipalities. Install permanent memorial plaques at Jewish cemeteries across the country with information about the site and the community. Raise awareness among local communities about the Jews who used to live in the neighborhood and seek the local Lithuanian support to look after Jewish cemeteries. Before the Holocaust, Jews were about 7% of the Lithuanian population. Today, we are about 0.1% of the Lithuanian population. We were almost completely annihilated, very often by the Lithuanians themselves, without any assistance by the Nazis. At the formation of any Jewish community, the very first step is to create a cemetery. Now, after the destruction of our people, the only remaining signs are a few cemeteries. These are mostly now overgrown and barely visible to the population. There was almost nothing left in Lithuania to show that our people lived there, loved one another, had families, shuls, schools, parties, and life. Our families would have maintained and cleaned the cemeteries, but they were murdered and are no longer there to do the work. So, it falls to us, those who were not murdered, to do the work of our murdered brothers and sisters. This is sacred work of the highest order. They lived. Our people lived. We honored their memory, their dignity, and our heritage. Here is a slide of where Jewish communities lived. Now, no more. Look at the love and care that went into creating this cemetery. These were our families that loved each other. In America, we visit the graves of those who have died and place stones to show that we still love and honor their memory. Who is there now to honor the memory of our people in Lithuania but us? Christian cemeteries in Lithuania are pristine. Don't our Jewish people deserve the same respect? Our families looked after our cemeteries before the Holocaust. During the Holocaust, the Lithuanians and Nazis murdered our families, but did not destroy our cemeteries. After the war, Lithuanians dug up our cemeteries looking for gold fillings and jewelry on the skeletons of our people. They took the gravestones we used as building materials, and then the Russians moved into Lithuania and destroyed almost all of the rest. Not only was it the destruction of our people, but destruction of Jewish memory as well. Today, there are only remnants of what existed. As time moves on, the remnants are decaying even more. But without urgent action, there will be no visible reminders that our people lived. This is why your help is needed so urgently. For those cemeteries that were not totally destroyed, they were desecrated. Look here. This is one of the largest remaining Jewish cemeteries in Europe, completely desecrated. They murdered our people, stole everything they owned, and even the dead are treated with total disrespect. We have to fix this and give dignity back to our Jewish ancestors. Here is a Jewish gravestone that a local Lithuanian stole and used as a house number sign. We need to retrieve these gravestones and return them to the Jewish cemeteries. Our ancestors deserve respect, don't they? In every population, there are good people and bad people. Here the good people of a Lithuanian village collected together the gravestones that they found and made a memorial to our Jewish ancestors. It is so important that we encourage people like this to continue their good work. And here is how we at Maceva do it. We have teachers that go into Lithuanian schools. They teach the Lithuanian kids about the Jews that lived in Lithuania, who we were, who we are, and what to look for in remaining signs of Jewish life and Jewish dignity. Education is a key component to our work, both in Lithuania and here in the United States. After learning about the Jews that were their neighbors and friends, after learning about the contributions of Jews to Lithuanian society, the kids then go look for the cemeteries, and they do the work to clean the gravestones, photograph them, and send us the photos. This is what some Jewish cemeteries in Lithuania look like today, after we've worked in them. Here are good Lithuanian kids doing mitzvot on the weekends. Here they are again. See the girl with shaving cream? Any guesses why she would take shaving cream to a cemetery? The stones used for Macevas were a soft stone, and the carvings are almost now worn off. By filling in the stones with shaving cream, makes the writing visible, and then we can tell who was buried there. When we make the writing visible for the first time since the Holocaust, we can tell who is there, give back the names to our Jewish ancestors, and record that they lived there. Never again will anybody be able to deny that our Jewish people lived in Lithuania. And the Jews are now gone. With so many cemeteries, people have to ask where the Jewish descendants are now. And then the truth about the Holocaust is no longer deniable. We are recording history. We are restoring dignity to our Jewish ancestors. We are doing the work of our murdered brothers and sisters. We are doing the work that our murdered brothers and sisters would have done. We are restoring the history of our people. Here we see a gravestone before application of shaving cream and then after. Look at the progress in these photos. First, a gravestone as we initially find it. Then it is cleaned off, then filled in with shaving cream, then photographed, then uploaded to us, and then our work begins. Here's a photo of a gravestone that is toppled over, but by toppling over it, the earth preserved it, and now we are able to record it for all time. These are ethnic Lithuanians doing the work to restore the memory of our Jewish people. So what are we in America doing to restore our own history? These Lithuanian school kids so strongly identify with our cemeteries after they have done the work to clean and record them. Then oftentimes, they then maintain the cemeteries after our work has been completed. The photos are uploaded to our Jewish schools in Los Angeles. And then we are asked to volunteer to help them translate them. Maceva provides education to our school kids so that they can learn more about the history of our people, the pride in our heritage, and by actually participating in the project, we'll remember the lessons and pass it on to their children one day. Thus, we convey our heritage to the next generation in the truest sense of the Jewish tradition of Lador Vador. One of the basic values of Judaism is the value of arvut hadadit, mutual responsibility, the responsibility of any Jewish person to care for another Jewish person. Arvut hadadit means it's not a matter of good charity or will. It is a matter of responsibility, of being accountable for one another. This is what Maceva is about. Now we at Maceva are asking you for your help. The stones are translated by our volunteers. This is the type of database we create and then upload, and thus our family histories are preserved. The memory of our people are preserved. Our heritage is preserved. Come and join us. We need your help. We cannot do it alone. Please like us on Facebook. We have a very small budget dedicated to education. We provide the tools for the Lithuanian kids to do the cleanup, and then we do the translations. Please help us with your contributions, and help us by volunteering your time to preserve our collective Jewish history. Igor will be taking names of those who are interested in participating. Thank you.